How do you get people to be excited for a new Batman when this one is already here?
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Battinson has created a fanbase so large and dedicated it reminds me of the hype after the Batman Begins, only this time, Batman actually has a cool voice. With how large his fanbase is, there are bound to be disagreements, and the biggest one is, should Robert Pattinson be the DCU's Batman? You'd think that it might be an even split, however, it seems the majority of the ride or die Battinson fans want him to meet our new Superman. And I can't lie, the edits go hard. However, there is the vocal minority who feels that merging the two, you'd be ruining the grounded vision Reeves had set out to make with this character. Regardless of the good points those people bring, the edits rage on and people want Battinson. Bad. What did Battinson do so well that Batfleck didn't or couldn't, and how would a DCU Batman be able to coexist with him? The Batman is the only live-action Batman film that doesn't shy away from mainly being a detective story. In every other film, we don't have Gordon and Batman going around Gotham, getting clues together, questioning criminals together. From the thumb drive to Alrata Alada to the Riddler in jail, it nails the detective story perfectly. I mean, when we go to other Batman movies, it feels like it is action first. Namely, Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy is throwing these telegraphed right hooks and a tacky rubber suit with a lame voice. What's even more insane about those movies is that the Joker or Bane, they feel more intelligent than Batman himself for most of the film. I mean, Lucius Fox is all his tech, and the plot doesn't have this complex mystery that is being unfolded that warrants the title of the world's greatest detective. When you create a Batman film where he isn't the smartest person in the room, something might be wrong. When looking at the long history of Batman, an obnoxious trend that is emerging is people keep forgetting that Batman is a detective. When you take away that part of him, you're turning him into the countless clones that he has. Pattinson took the risk of trading away some would-be action scenes that everybody loves and opted for scenes that allowed Batman to flex his detective skills. The risk paid off immensely, with one of the most engaging plots in a superhero movie. Surrounding the actual plot is the atmosphere of the film. It is the perfect modern noir film. It delves deep into the moody lighting and shitty weather that makes the audience feel like this place might actually be cursed by an evil bat god. Seriously though, I can't think of a Gotham that works better as a modern city that is still a fictional place. Now, if Batman is anything besides a detective first, he is a hero. Batman is a character who should be able to beat up criminals, but also light flares and perform first aid. Battinson has the perfect arc in this movie to demonstrate this. He is motivated by vengeance after years of ruminating in his anger and hate, and we see him slowly learning to trust people, letting Gordon and Selina in, and them helping him with his pain and anger. Selina really psychoanalyzes him perfectly. What I love about this Batman is he takes it gracefully. He doesn't brush her off or argue with her or fight back, but recognizes that he can be wrong and grows from it. When we see the bat signal shine in the night sky, Batman tells us how fear is a tool. However, because it's his only tool, the average person is terrified of him. Nobody knows if he's another criminal. We see how the people of Gotham go from fearing Batman to trusting him and going to him for help. Now, what is the most impressive is how amazing the Batsuit is. I mean, for what is supposed to be a grounded adaptation, it looks phenomenal. The ear length is something I love so much. In The Dark Knight, we have this goofy rubber suit and strange chin strap. In the Batfleck version, we actually have a really good gray suit, but tiny ears. While I really wanted to see more of Batfleck's version, the most egregious part of that era was of course in BVS. I don't need to beat a dead horse, but blowing up people's cars and slamming criminals' heads through concrete is not Batman. Now, Battinson does have one scene where he kind of breaks this illusion of non-lethal combat during the car chase with the Penguin. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but just getting into a T-bone will kill you. Exploding your car, resulting in a pile-up, I mean, somebody died there. He'll forgive this as it is a year 2 Batman, so he might make mistakes. Matt Reeves not only nailed the core of Batman, but he wrote some of the most respectful interpretations of his side characters. Zoe Kravitz feels like she is ripped straight from the comics. She's not cruel or cold or someone who's motivated purely by money. She's a Catwoman that is motivated by sisterhood, protecting the innocent. She works outside of the law because that's how Gotham works. Her mother was victimized by the same men who control the lawmakers, and Batman has to learn why people like her then don't respect the law. There isn't a Catwoman with this level of depth and character work in all of the live-action adaptations. While I love Halle Berry and Anne Hathaway, they played the part of a female protagonist who is meant to do cool action scenes and be eye candy. While Zoe Kravitz is fine as fuck, she is an interesting character outside of that. Now, Jim Gordon in most of the adaptations is pretty good. However, the complex dynamic they had in this film feels authentic and honest. I mean, Jim takes big risks in allowing Batman to look at the crime scene and visit the police department, especially with how every single cop hates Batman's guts. Jim is not only risking his job, but maybe his life. I mean, he knows how crooked some cops are. It's not unlikely they want to keep him away from certain investigations. All of this goes to show how much trust Gordon has for Batman, how much respect he has for him as a detective. Their friendship that was built in this film is tentative and anxious, but still, they trust each other. Now on to the star of the show, the Riddler, someone who perverts Batman's crime-fighting mission with his sadistic and nihilistic methods. The Riddler is shown to be intelligent and cunning, able to uncover the corruption in Gotham that Gordon and Batman have been trying to the entire film. While he doesn't have the exact style I'd like in my Riddler, he's able to construct these twisted games of life and death exactly how I wanted it to be. While I mourn that we'll never see Jeremy Irons again as Alfred, I loved Andy Serkis. Even though we needed more time with him and more scenes to better set up the hospital moments, I still really enjoy his Alfred a lot. I mean, him pushing Bruce to live his life as a person, to save his family's legacy, but also motivating him, helping him solve puzzles, and respecting his mission as Batman. All of this demonstrated how Alfred wanted Bruce to be a more well-rounded person. Now, while I love Battinson, he is not the most well-rounded Batman. In RPG skill tree, he has spec'd hard into the detective and noir tree. A lot of people say that Batman is more than a detective, he's a martial artist, he's a spy, a superhero, renaissance man. He should be someone who's able to solve a mystery, but also fight Gorilla Grodd and Darkseid. He is someone who respects other fantastical DC characters like Etrigan, Zatanna, or Blue Beetle. A lot of people want a Batman who's able to call in help when he's stumped on a case, and that person that he calls in can be Detective Chimp. Battinson isn't that guy, and the DCU's Batman can be. While Batman nails so many side characters, the trilogy will most likely lack the most important character next to Alfred, Robin. I could not imagine this Batman taking in a protege, and more importantly, making it work thematically. People have other ideas, however, folks are concocting fake scoops to say that Robin is in the part 2. Thank God James Gunn has debunked that. Now, even with all of this, I would still enjoy Battinson in the DCU. The more important question is for how long. Does Robert Pattinson want to be a Batman appearing in 10 to 15 movies and TV shows in the next 2 decades? What does his movie with Superman look like? And the most important question is, how does this Batman fight a kaiju? I clearly have many questions around this merger, but let me know if there's anything I missed. Pattinson is my favorite Batman of all time, so I don't hate the idea, but I feel like the fans are taking 2 action figures and putting them together. Whenever we get the new Batman announced and some teasers showing his suit, I strongly believe that this conversation will die fast.